You never win the tokens?
I never win the tokens except for when I win the tokens. Anyway, we've got a match of Torterra, Diglett, and Beautifly versus Charmeleon, Meganium, and Corsola. Standard match, switching on.
We have ourselves a little bit of an extra time here for the betting. Let's take a look at the match here. This Charmeleon looks to hit into the Torterra pretty hard with a Fire Blast, but Torterra does have Shell Armor, so it will not be able to be critical hitted.
And it can return the pain with Earthquake, so it won't give Meganium much time to pad its stats with Sunny Day with its solar power.
No, that will likely be a 2-hit KO with that Earthquake, and if they do elect to bring the Sun out, Charmeleon will also take a little bit of extra damage thanks to that solar power.
Yeah, but for all intents and purposes, it's holding a life orb with that Cell Bell, so it's gonna heal a bit with that Fire Blast so it survived the Earthquake. But for all intents and purposes, we will know that even if the Charmeleon does take out Torterra, Diglett will definitely revenge kill.
With switching on, though, either team could be able to switch out to prevent a favorable matchup from hitting into their Pokemon.
Yeah, problem being where teams' only option against that Torterra is the Meganium, and that isn't really your standard thing for wanting to deal damage. It looks like an uphill battle for Blue, as long as they play it smart.
Corsola is holding a Rindo Berry over there, so if it gets matched up against the Torterra, it might be able to take a Wood Hammer without being knocked out. Yeah,
but it's probably not going to be able to take the Earthquake, because it won't have that Earthquake resistance because it doesn't have the berry that lowers ground type damage once.
This Torterra is looking very strong for the blue team.
Yeah, the Torterra. It's surprising that the Torterra does have such favourable moves. You would expect it being a fully evolved Pokemon for it to be crippled with weaker or high drawback moves, but instead it gets Earthquake, because it's normally reserved for the less evolved Pokemon due to the stadium-like nature of these rentals.
Woodhammer is nothing to ignore either, having a base power of 120.
And with those black glasses, Bite does get buffed up quite a bit.
And Nature Power we obviously won't know until the battle begins.
Could be anything, so Nature Power is a wild card here, while its other three moves are really diverse and powerful.
And we hit the 30-second mark here. Get those bets in.
And the match opens up, surprisingly leaning towards a higher payout for Blue Team if they can pull it off.
Just in case for those who are interested, the Nature Power here on this map is Seed Bomb.
So that does offer a recoilless option for Torterra, but both teams opt to switch out, most likely. Charmeleon is going to swap in for Corsola.
And the blue corner is going to see Torterra leave and Beautifly replace it.
So Beautifly going off for a U-turn to get out of there, because it's probably not going to take any rock type moves from Corsola.
So as the blue corner switches another Pokemon back into the field, it looks like Corsola actually elected to set up here and go for a barrier, raising its defense.
Yeah, so Torterra coming back in. It's probably going to want to Earthquake, knowing about the grass damage reducing berry. Speaking of Earthquake, it does come in, but the barrier is going to mitigate that slightly.
Corsola will be able to hold on here and will get another attack in before it is knocked out.
So naturally, it does go for the Bubble Beam, getting some stab off. Rindo Berry coming into play, weakening the Wood Hammer.
Corsola was at very low health though, so that Rindo Berry really didn't have an effect.
Especially considering the crit. If anything, blue team just gave themselves a bit of recoil for very little reason.
Not sure why they elect to go for Woodhammer over the Seed Bomb, but the battle will continue as the red corner looks to replace the fallen Corsola.
Meganium coming in now.
Meganium is going for a huge hit here from a Frenzy Plant. Will that be enough to knock out Torterra? It will be.
Yes, it will be.
Torterra faints, and so now the blue corner will have to switch in a Pokemon of their own.
The Meganium does have the Persian Berry to stop outright confusion. So Beautifly comes in, having U-turn and Aerial Ace super effective options. Opting for Aerial Ace so they don't have to switch out into their disadvantage.
Nice clean hit there from the Aerial Ace, taking Meganium down half health, and since it had to recharge, it doesn't get to retaliate against this Beautifly.
The second Aerial Ace comes in. And the crit, which probably did matter, KOs to Meganium.
And so with that, Charmeleon will come out and try to win this one here for the red team.
The return does connect, probably dealing more damage than the Aerial Ace due to the base 102 power of that. Charmeleon going for Ancient Power here, 4 times super effective and the potential for all stats raised. But Beautifly holds on. Barely.
Yeah, with Beautifly barely holding on here, it will get one more attack in. It goes for a return here on this Charmeleon before it faints to probably another Ancient Power.
Yeah, going for that all stats boost is probably going to be advantageous, but even if it gets it, will it be able to outspeed Diglett?
Diglett is an incredibly fast Pokemon here, and having a stab move in its Earthquake hitting super effective on Charmeleon, it looks to finish it off here with one big hit.
Even if it doesn't, it has got that focus stat so it can guaranteed get in 2 hits.
So barring someone quickly switching to Memento here, it looks like Diglett will be finishing it off with an Earthquake.
And that's the game. Blue team does get a 321% payout.
And the Reaper of Souls